Oh, hello. What a nice kitty. Okay. All right. I guess we'll start until he decides to get down. That's Sebastian. Get your tail. Hello, handsome. Yes. He's very excited because I just dropped my daughter off to school, so he's not being harassed by her. She is so rough with him. She just squeezes him. She's like what's her face from Despicable Me with the unicorns. I just want to squeeze it. I was like, that's how she is with the poor cat. And to his credit, he sits there and tolerates it to a certain point and then lashes out at her, scratches her once in a while, which is okay. Hello, are you purring? Yes. Sebastian has now been living with us for just about a year. I think we adopted him on May 31st of last year. So we're almost up to our 1 year adoption date, which is great. He's fit in really well with our family. And he's very much my cat. He's actually sitting on my lap for once, which he really is not. He's not yet a lap cat. He's a side of the lap cat, you know. If you know cats, you know. Hello, yes. Hello, yes. Hello. You can get down whenever you want. Yes. So I guess I'll get started. Hello. Welcome to my second, oh, there we go. Now we're getting down and I'm gonna be covered in fur. My second floss tube with me, Al, from Al About Diamonds. I'm going to attempt to defer myself for 3 seconds. I don't know if I'll cut this out or not, or if you're very usually entertained by someone struggling with a sticky roller. There we go. Oh no. The last one. I have a few hairs up here, hang on. And now he's bunny kicking the carpet. I'm sure you're all like, well, is she going to get started with something at some point? No, because that's how my brain works right now, and I feel awful today. My back hurts. I don't know what I did to my lower back, but it's just like strained or something, so I'm just trying to sit up straight in my chair with my back support, and I have my feet on a yoga block. What I've discovered is when I sit, I like to use I went the extra mile and I got the cork yoga blocks because I do, not as much as I should, but I do a lot of yoga and I like the harder cork yoga blocks. But I highly recommend, you're sitting in a chair, if you put your feet on a yoga block, it helps like elevate your knees. I don't know exactly what that does for your posture, but I like it because it helps me just keep my feet up. So welcome to FlossTube. We'll see how this goes this time. Okay, you're back. He's prowling around. Yes, I just dropped my daughter off to school, so I'm home alone for a little bit, and I figured I'd film real quick. I'm also dealing with my trigeminal neuralgia is really flaring today. I don't know what the deal is, so I've been taking my meds. Oh, that's what I forgot to do before I filmed. I was going to take some Tylenol and let that work. So I think I'll be okay until I finish, but then I'll forget to take it of my brain. Hello. Anyways, so let's get started. Brain fart. I don't have any notes. I don't like to do notes because then I feel like, I think he's going back to lay down in his room. I find I end up talking about what's on my notes, but then like I forget exactly what I wanted to say because I don't like big notes. I just like keywords, but then I kind of forget what I was going to say about it. So let's just get through I finished one thing, go through my finishes, and then specifically pieces that I've been stitching, and we'll see how that goes. So I did actually finish a piece for once, which has been a while. I finished the Lucky Cat pattern from, it's a free pattern from DMC. You can just get it on their website. I will take a picture of this and have it more zoomed in on the screen while I talk about it, so that even though I'm holding it up and you're like, what's the deal with that? This is pretty easy to stitch. There was definitely, the last bit I was just taking my time on was the color blocking on the side, and then a little bit with the back stitching. The back stitching was kind of obnoxious in the sense of a lot of the back stitches had you go through the partials of the, I guess, the squares. I don't know what the technical term is. I'm new to this, but it wasn't a specific, like, you come out in a hole. You would have to come halfway out. I guess you could have modified that, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make it look nice. And it does. It came out pretty good. I don't know if I like the way the lettering is, but it works. I think it's cute. And then I forget how to do a French knot because I don't do them very often. So it took me several tries to get the French knots done. And there's, on the little medallion on the cat, there's 2 French knots. I made them, I don't know, I made them pretty big because I just couldn't get them to stick. And this I did on just regular 14 count Aida. And yeah, it was fun. So I finally finished it. It's finished, but obviously not fully finished because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's something obviously you'd probably want to frame near your door because it says welcome. And yeah, I do, since moving to Singapore, one of my purchases has been a very nice Lucky Cat that has an automatic arm, but I keep forgetting to change the battery on it, so it hasn't been waving. And traditionally, if you have one of those, you place them by your entryway to welcome in good luck. If I get that wrong, I'll double check my facts and insert my face. So if I look like I'm talking out of one side of my mouth, it's because my face hurts, but I have to talk at some point. So that was my finish. I did finally finish going through my big bag of floss, and I finally put them all on bobbins. So if you don't like bobbins, don't watch. And I put them finally in the bin, one of the bins I got from Daiso, and they kind of fit, it kind of works. Let me see, there we go. Let's see. They fit in there okay. They're not the best. It's definitely not a bin meant for bobbins, but for me and the way my brain works, this has been helpful because then if there is a project and I've like went out to get, oh, this is upside down. If I went out to buy some DMC floss and then I find that when I go out to buy floss for a project, I always forget one or I skip one on my list. So it's helpful to have this little stash. Hopefully I'll make it bigger at some point, but I don't need to stockpile floss right now. But it's nice to have that organized so I can find things a little bit easier. So I did that. Oh, this is my pile. My daughter started a piece, which was kind of funny. Because I started a piece. I found a pattern that I liked from, I forget where. I'll put it up on the screen, of this beautiful rainbow cat. It's just like an outline of a cat, but all in rainbow floss. And I was like, I have to do that. And I was like, what? Do I want to do it on 18 count? Do I want to just stick to my giant piece of 14 count that I have? But I had purchased a piece of 11 count fabric, and I didn't realize at the time like how, like the differences. I was just like buying stuff to have it. So I was like, I thought I would start it on the 11 count fabric and see what I liked. And I did, but I started the pattern here, but I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm just gonna scrap this and make it, I think I will stitch it on a 14 count Aida when I wanna start it. And I might start it for Pride Month because it's a rainbow. It's pretty. But my daughter has taken it over, and she wanted to cross stitch with me one day, I think couple weeks ago, and I was like, fine, here. So I would take a piece of floss and just double loop it so she can't pull it through the fabric, and she just, in her mind, she thinks she's cross stitching. Obviously she's just pulling the floss through the fabric, and I'll take a better picture of this for you. And obviously just like some random needle I had which is nice about cross stitching needles, is they have a blunt end, so I'm not really worried too much about her hurting herself, but she's having a good time, and I think I kind of like the way it looks, so I'll just see if she continues to want to work on that. So that's another work in progress, I guess. My other piece that I've been working on, I'm very jealous of all the beautiful like project bags I see, but I don't have the time. I don't have just like a bunch of money sitting around for me to buy like 5 really nice project bags from Etsy, even though they're beautiful and I'd love to buy them. So I just work out of these random bags. This is from the Body Shop, but whatever, it keeps my floss where I need it. The other piece that obviously I've been working on and I still haven't, I need to catch up with this week. Don't lose my needle. Is, I don't know what week I stopped or I was on when I did my last FlossTube, but my Peppermint Purple 2022 SAL, and I'm still very much enjoying this one. I'm loving the colors, although I did pick this one color. It looks good in some lights, it doesn't look good in others. I'm not going to change it, I'm just going to let it be, because I think from far away all the colors just kind of, there's like a striping of the colors in the piece. So obviously I'll have this up on the screen in a nicer image so that I'm not holding this up and you're like, what is she talking about? So yes, I'm enjoying my Peppermint Purple SAL. It's definitely an easy SAL to keep up with, because you just do one little rectangle every week, and then, you know, if I have time, then I can work on the border. I just haven't had the time or the brain fart. I guess concentration to want to sit and work on the border, because it's all black cork, so it's just very even though the patterns are easy to follow because they're all the same, they're repeating patterns, it's just you have to pay attention to what you're doing. I'm still continuing to work on the Notorious Needle Pro Choice SAL. I got it all rolled up, and I finally finished. I got it rolled up, and now it won't unroll because I don't have those magnetic things that people use. Oh shoot, that's what that click was. Okay, I dropped a needle on the floor. We'll look for it later. So I'm not going to take this out of the hoop that I'm working on right now, but I did finish stitching the uterus, which I'm like, especially as a former biology teacher, I love the fact that I got to stitch a uterus. It's amazing. The details of the fallopian tubes and the ovaries are great. I love it. So it's great. So I finished the whole like top, my body, my choice, and now I'm just kind of continuing through the border and a little bit of the embellishments, and now I'm finishing up. I finished the block lettering, and now I'm just backstitching the outlines to the letters of I Will Not Go Quietly back to 1950. And whew, I just saw in the news today that Oklahoma passed another extremely restrictive abortion ban. So yeah, fuck them. And women's healthcare concerns. Ugh. So makes me angry. That's like kind of now second place to a current, news that is currently coming out of our country. It's just very frustrating. The only thing that I'm having obviously an issue with is that I use the fabric glue around the edges of my fabric to keep it from fraying, and they got a little my husband just texted me. He's having foot problems, so real life, people. It's delightful. And again, like, this is what I enjoy about filming here, is that I don't have the space to make myself have a fancy background. Like some of the other floss tubers who definitely put the effort into having a really nice background. I love it. I think it's super cute, but that's not me. Me is the chaos of my apartment. So you can see my kitchen, or what can you see? Yeah, my kitchen. You can see the hamster cages. This is how I am. So yeah, where the fabric glue is like, it's still kind of tacky because it's a glue. It's not like wet or anything, but it's like just sticky. It feels like basically like the edges of a diamond painting, if you diamond paint or know about that. So they're getting a little dirty, but I know that's not going to matter because with this stitch along comes instructions for how to actually fully finish the piece, and then I won't have to worry about it getting dirty. But yeah, I think because of cat hair and dust, it just kind of gets a little gunky looking. But what else? That's how it goes. So yes, I've put this down for a few days. I just needed a break from it, but I'll get back to it soon. I gotta roll it back up so that I can hold it without the fabric getting in the way. And I finally ordered more of my ball tip needles. I love them. So, and then I will forget that there's a needle on the floor, and I'll probably step on it later. So cool that. Stop telling me. My iPad goes off with text messages, and I keep forgetting to fix the settings on it. Okay, so my other work in progress, and then I had forgotten, but not really, about the fact that I signed up for the Caterpillar cross stitch Touch of Magic SAL, and super excited to get that started, but I didn't have an extra project bag, so plastic bags it is. But I did at least put my floss on bobbins. Shout out to all the bobbin haters out there. This is what works for me. And I started it. I was proud of myself. So I put it on my big 10-inch hoop because I know I should be able to do the entire first month release pattern, and it just says trick or treat. And obviously I started on the treat first, and the colors are great. They're fun. Obviously I'll put an image closer on the screen so you can see it. Got my little cat needle minder, and I'm enjoying that one. So yes, I will try and remember to put links to all of the places and individuals that I've been stitching along to. Is there something else I was stitching? No, I don't think so. I've just been like prepping my flosses for other pieces that I eventually like to work on. So those are the current whips that I've physically touched and stitched since the last time I filmed. My face feels great. And I don't know how many of you, if anybody can comment on this or whatever, I keep looking it up. I finally, several months ago, decided to try out some thread conditioner because the floss I had got cheaply it's just a little fuzzy. It works, but it's fuzzy. So I decided to get some thread conditioner, and the one I got came from Italy. I'll remember to link her shop below, but it was really cute. It came in the shape of a beehive with like a little bee charm on it, and it looks kind of gross. Looks kind of gross from all the like colors of the threads wearing off, but I am enjoying the way the thread comes out with the thread conditioner on it. It's just beeswax, and I discovered I felt like it was drying out a little, so I keep it in this Tupperware container, well, Gladware container. Anyway, let's see, I think that's about it. So yeah, lately I'm just kind of getting things together. Like these are all my flosses that I need for my rainbow cat pattern that I eventually would like to work on. Obviously, I just don't have a project bag for it. I've got my flosses for, this is a caterpillar cross stitch. It came free with like signing up for the newsletter. They give you like a handful of free patterns. This is one of the patterns. It's a little black cat on a broom called Smoky Cat. I'm very excited to start that at some point. So these are just the flosses that I need for that. Keeping those. What else? And oh, I signed up. I didn't sign up, but I'm keeping my eyes open, and I'm going to do the Fat Quarter Shop has a Halloween stitch along that's starting, I guess, next month, called the Crew SAL. I don't have all of my flosses yet for that, but I've started my collection, and I did go ahead and purchase from, I totally forget the name of the website. I will link it down below, but the pattern is called Move Forward in Love. It's a stitch along. So I picked up all of the, got all the, I think almost all, I'm just missing a few flosses for that stitch along that I would like to work on starting in Pride Month. It's, I'll have a picture of it, I'll put in. It's a really beautiful like sampler. I just thought it was really pretty. I just am not, I don't know if I need to order more Aida, but I want to stitch it on my, this color Aida, I forget what it is. I purchased it from Amazon. It showed up and it's not white. That's all I know. It's like, you know, it's beigey, not white. So then it looks, some colors just stand out more on it. And then eventually I have a big piece that I'd like to work on from CutePatternsByMaria on Etsy. She's based out of the Ukraine, so if you want to support someone in Ukraine, it's a good place to go. So I'll link her site down below, and these are my flosses for Cats Near the Door. I'll insert the picture of that pattern because it's so cute. It's like, I saw it and I'm like, I have to have it, because just, if you are a cat owner, you know all about cats just sitting at the door staring. And my mother and I just have this wonderful theory, and what works, like cats stare at a door. What are you gonna do to the door? You're gonna open it. So just stare at a door one day. Someone will open the door for you. Cats know what they're doing. So I live out of bags for now. And then eventually I put them in like an actual zippered sack. So I think that's all on the stitching side of things. If you have time or are interested, I have recently posted Whip and Chat where I'm diamond painting. So if you just need some background noise, go ahead and take a look, or not, whatevs. So I appreciate it if you've made it this far in the video. I don't know when I'll post again. I'm not ready to do weekly floss tubes. I'm not there yet. Because I just can't commit with my schedule, and I only like to film when I'm home by myself. And next week, I don't know how often I'm home by myself because my husband is currently in a hard cast on one of his legs. I can't remember. So he's been taking some time off of work. Like, he's only gone into work for the morning. He'll be home earlier this afternoon, which is fine. So yeah, I'll do my floss tubes at least hopefully once a month. And I feel like, because I'm still a pretty slow stitcher, but I am enjoying it. It does help me just zone out. So yeah, have any questions, concerns, advice? I'll take it. Constructive criticism, I'm all about it. So I hope everyone has a great day. How are you all? you're gonna tell me a crap story, let me know. I'm all here for it, because I won't blow sunshine up your butt. I'll just tell you, yeah, I know life sucks sometimes, so let's just enjoy it together. So the sun is out today. It's currently, it's only 86 right now at 9:30 in the morning, but it's a estimated high of 91 today. So we'll see how hot it gets, or when the storm clouds roll in. So I hope everyone has a great day. Stay safe. Process through your feelings of whatever you're feeling. If you're in the States and things are just a little stressful, I hear you on that. We hear it, we feel it too. We watch the news. It's tough. So take it easy. I will hopefully see you again soon. Thanks for watching.